Alright, so we are here at KG5 to shoot our video series part 2. I'm joined with Simon, who is my co-host, and you'll be seeing a lot of videos from Icsl and Glenorchy from the media room, which has recently been created. Simon is here, and we got Megan, who is the director for cricket for Glenorchy, and we are joined with a special person today to introduce you to all, Yanziee Sherpa, who will be the women's coordinator for Icsl as we are fielding the team in Southern Cricket Association first time. So excited to have all of you, and we will just ask a few questions from each other and hang around here for a while. So Simon, do you want to start by saying that, how many teams you have of cricket?
Yeah, so absolutely. In the Premier League competition, we've got a senior women's team. And then there's opportunity to have an under-18 girls team, an under-15 girls team, and then through our junior age groups. So all our junior age groups, under 15, under 13, are open to female players. And then we've got our Hurricanes Junior League, Stage 1, Stage 2. And then we have our Kids Blast program. So basically from 4 or 5 years old right through, there are teams and opportunity for girls to play right through to women's cricket.
Absolutely fantastic. And Megan, we have run the men's cricket program for 5 years. We have no experience of running women's cricket and stuff like that. So we want to ask you a little bit about, how challenging it is sometimes, and what are the challenges that you are facing currently, or things that become a hurdle as compared to the men's cricket.
Yeah, so I guess it's because women's cricket is still relatively new.
Yeah.
Trying to get that interest.
Yeah.
A lot of women can be scared of a hard ball.
Yeah.
So to do training and getting a good mix of the women there. But yeah, probably the numbers is still relatively low. We would have liked to have a lot more numbers to fill the team.
Yeah.
And but I love it. I absolutely love cricket.
Yeah.
So and I have got a passion, I guess.
Yeah.
But I didn't start playing cricket until I was probably a more mature age, I would say.
Yeah.
And but I've got a daughter that is a very good cricketer.
Yeah.
And so I think that's probably just to try and get the promotion of what we can that we can put out and get the interest there for women.
Absolutely.
And for our girls.
Yeah. So Yanziee, you're pretty new to cricket because how we cornered her, we found her through a friend contact and we knew how wonderful she is. So we approached her. Yeah. As people would know, we just approach people like we approached you. And we're still here after 5 years together in the relationship. Yeah. And so we approached Yanziee. And what do you think about this cricket thing that you are coming into?
I'm starting as a women coordinator for the cricket team, and it's been an honor as well. For me, I feel like women are already inherently very resilient, and I think with through sports, I think that is something they can portray really beautifully.
Yeah.
And then being in Hobart for 3 years and being creatively involved as well, I feel having a platform where all women, all diverse women, everyone can come. Find unity and just find some place where they can connect with everyone. Yeah. And I think that's going to be a really good bonding moment and something, really, really special for us. I'm really looking forward to working with you guys and then getting all the women in Hobart involved in sports.
Yeah,
that's right. Good.
And that's one thing that we would be requiring, and we will be working with Glenorchy very closely because, that's a great pathway, as Simon has just explained about, from the age of 4 to 5 to whatever age to come through. How do you think people will go about, when they come for training and stuff? Can they bring their kids along to watch and stuff like that when the women are training?
Yeah. And they actually do. They still, and kids ride around on their bikes and play on the other end of the oval or, nearby. And I think it's it works really well.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm asking that question because
Yeah.
my wife will be watching the video. And she will
Ah.
I'm forcing her to play, and she goes, "Who's going to look after the kids?"
Yes,
So
they-
we'll just get that clear.
Everything's covered.
Kids are allowed to come when
Yes.
women are training.
and quite often you'll find that the older kids will look after the younger kids.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
there's it's always a happy medium, and they look out for each other.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And Simon, you have seen the journey that ICSL is on that we talked about last week, and we have been trying to encourage more and more women from agriculture communities to come and be part of Glenorchy and cricket. I think it will be a great step to have something like that. How do you see that as an opportunity for ICSL having a women's team and connected to Glenorchy to grow that in the vicinity of Glenorchy? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic, and we're fairly young in the women's cricket journey as well.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a great partnership, just like the men's, in terms of how do we use cricket to bring us together across both communities, and and I guess how do we access the huge number of people that are in our community, particularly in the females and the kids space.
Yeah.
And we've talked about that as well.
Yeah.
We've had great interaction and integration into the men's cricket space.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of females out there and girls out there who also want the opportunity to play. So I think it just opens up that possibility. We've got a great facility here.
Yeah.
We've got a girls and women's program that's okay, but we want to grow ours as well. And I think the best way to do that is, finding partners, and finding people in the community that we can work with.
Yeah. And you've been here 3 years, Yanziee, and you work in creative space and other things. Have you encountered many places where a lot of multicultural women are actually playing sports outdoor?
No. Something like, I know my friends who are very sporty and active. Like, I'm really not sporty, and this is actually me going out of my comfort zone and finding new opportunity and hoping people will do the same, because this is so great. Like, as soon as you cross that boundary, you meet new people. So I got to meet you guys, so that's awesome. So I have seen like my friends who would just go and play with anyone. So it's not like just women, just with friends and that kind of space. But I definitely think like what you guys are trying to do is also awesome, in a sense that you guys are bringing new perspective, and this is new opportunity for everyone. So it's
fantastic. That's great. Well, this is something that we are encouraging everyone, Simon, Megan, Yanziee, and myself, ICSL Glenorchy. If you are interested in playing cricket, doesn't matter what age group you are, and cricket has a professional career as well. You can actually grow to the level where you can play for Australia. I think it is the time that people take and come and connect with Simon, Megan, and Yanziee to either play for ICSL or play for Glenorchy. And even you are playing in ICSL, you can still play for Glenorchy, because we don't have a lot of coaching resources. So we will be using your resources and your support to have more and more people get connected.
And I just quickly want to say, you are so passionate. When I first met him, he's so passionate about cricket and everything. So if anyone comes and join, they would like instantly be like, "Oh my God, cricket! That's awesome!" So thank you.
That's what we are hoping to do. Yeah. So how do actually people come and enroll for these programs, Simon?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the Glenorchy, look up the Glenorchy Cricket Club website. We'll post that on the video.
On the video,
website. There's also a Play Cricket link. So playcricket.com.au.
Yeah.
Look up Glenorchy Cricket Club, and all our programs are on there.
Yeah. And just one thing I wanted to say, last year when we had the launch here, we got a women's cricket exhibition match, and we had, Anna Reynolds, who's the mayor of Hobart City, Christy Johnson, who was the mayor at that time, Beck Thomas, and Meg, MLC, and they all came and had a blast here.
Nice.
And everyone who was watching outside, we had few people who were standing outside saying, "I can't play." And as soon as they saw them going in and said, "We're joining in."
Right.
So I think you're right. It's the first step to take, to say that let's give it a try. And do you think that when women cricket is involved, what kind of equipments are required and stuff like that. Then, and if people don't have that, can we use yours at that point of time when the trainings are happening?
Yeah, it's a good question, Raj, and I think that's something we need to sort out.
Yeah.
We do have a women's kit,
Yeah.
so that is shared amongst the team.
Yeah.
But with COVID
Restrictions.
restrictions.
Yeah.
It did get locked away last year, but
Yeah.
you know, who knows what's ahead of us, and
Absolutely.
hopefully we can
We
can
might
dust
need to
it
get a
off.
sponsor on board, I think,
Yeah.
Raj.
Yeah.
We need a women's cricket sponsor who can
Somebody
provide
might
some
be
gear for
hearing
these
this.
guys.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We have secured a really great sponsor for ICS and women's team as well, which we are going to reveal very soon. And their kits and uniforms will be sponsored by them. So it will be a wonderful journey for them as well to see this team grow. And we are really hoping to have this partnership grow between ICSL women's cricket team and Glenorchy in coming years. Does anyone want to say anything else before we close off?
Yeah, I think it sounds really exciting.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great partnership.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can see some great growth in the region right through all the age groups.
Fantastic. So let's welcome Yanziee with a clap.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching.